Efforts to market this region as a potential tourism destination. Homa has put considerable effort on the Homa National Park and its treasures. And you have seen here that this is the only home for the roan antelope. We need to put more joint effort on tourism and go beyond wildlife. But I'm just about to get you an investor in tourism to come and put up a lodge at Homa National Park. Let us venture into areas like nature, water sports, and cultural and heritage tourism. Today, the national government does not view Lake region as a tourist destination that warrants government support and investment. The region does not feature much in activities and allocations related to tourism. We must not wait. County governments here need to take it upon themselves and be more aggressive in marketing the region in local and international markets. These efforts will, however, not yield much without the hard infrastructure of roads, electricity, and internet connectivity. Transport infrastructure remains poor along the lake basin. Majority of roads across the region are unpaved. Despite improvements, electricity is still mostly unavailable, unreliable, and very expensive. Most people are unable to afford electricity connection costs. Collaboration between the county and national governments has resulted in improved air transport through rehabilitation of airstrips. But much more needs to be done, especially with regard to roads and electricity. One of the solutions to the infrastructure problem is for the national government to surrender more function to the counties. And I'll give an example. The Kenya Rural Roads Authority, KERA, the Kenya Urban Roads Authority, and renewable electrification and renewable energy corporation all need to be handed over to counties. And I want to say this without fear of contradiction. I was the Minister of Roads, Housing, and Public Works. I'm the one who introduced Kura, KERA, and KENHA. But that was under a unified system of government. With a devolved system of government, you don't need KERA, you don't need Kura. All of them should be surrendered to the county governments. Freeing these bodies would empower counties to develop low-cost alternative sources of energy like solar parks, wind energy, geothermal power that is abundant in this lake region. This will also increase rural access to electricity and spur the expansion of the road network of all Class C and D roads to bitumen standards. The overall aim is increased trade and investment in the region that requires a different kind of infrastructure, removing the barriers that prevent the attainment of full potential. As much as possible, counties have to reform and deregulate in order to perform. Make your regulations and processes to compare with the best in the world. Do not bog the people down with taxes and levies, rules and regulations that only make doing business more difficult. Make doing business not only easier, but also cheaper. I encourage you to make doing business smarter by insisting on IT-based transactions, particularly in the procurement of goods and services and payment for government services. At all times, we must never forget that much as we need to grow and be competitive, you have an obligation to be caring and compassionate. Create the infrastructure for the people to take care of themselves, then watch the people rise. I am very encouraged by what you have seen today here in Homa Bay. And I just want to end by encouraging the governor. She has started well in what she's doing. She needs to continue and will get all our support. We are committed to supporting all our governors in the Azimio counties and also those with whom we have coalitions, like in Nairobi County, the governor of Nairobi. We will give you all the support that you require to succeed. We want to ensure that what we set out to achieve is achieved through the county governments. But where we are right now, we are at a very, very critical stage. You will know that we had NADCO, which was chaired by my colleague Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Mr. Ichung'wah. They produced a report, and that report, I'm told, was been approved by Parliament. That report should be handed over to us formally. And once it's handed over to us, we will ensure that it is implemented fully, all the recommendations in that report. Secondly, let me respond to some issues being raised, some fears. I'm not going anywhere. I'm around. I've been running around trying to get support from different heads of states. I was with some in Namibia just the other day. And I went to the president of Uganda after I talked to him to go and ask for his support. And then we met there with Mr. Ruto, who had also gone there, to talk about the issues they're having with oil, the G2G. It was his minister for energy. So after we talked about my candidature, they talked about the issue of oil among themselves. But I asked for their support, and both of them agreed that they would support me. President Museveni said he would be the one to propose me as the chair of African Union Commission. And I said, thank you very much. But I'm not going away. Addis Ababa, as Charity said, is only 2 hours away from Nairobi. I'm available. Whenever I'm called, I will answer. I'm ready to work with you people. But what is important is that we must ensure that what we set out to do is eventually achieved and accomplished. We had said, and you also, some of you may be forgetting, we said that we are unbogable. We are unbogable. We are also unpangerable. We cannot be pangered. Who can pangoa? Who can pangoa? Who can bogoa? Who can bogoa? We are unbogable. Therefore, have no fear at all. We are unbogable, and we will get there. Thank you very much.
There's a gift for you, so you will just receive it down here.
Okay.
Then we can take a picture with you and the leaders.
With this report?
Yeah, with the leadership and the governors.
Okay.
We can take a picture down here.
Thank you very, very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a photo session now, and I'll request the current governors to come and line up next to His Excellency Raila Molo and Governor Gladys Wanga.